Hey, Victory Bodies Nation, this is Matthew. I'm here talking pelvic stability and neutral pelvis today. Pelvic stability is so important, and I think teaching neutral pelvis is really important as well. Pilates, mat work, walking, running, pelvic stability, lifting weights. Anytime you're moving your legs, you must have neutral, stable pelvis as your foundation to optimize your power. The reason why is because as you're moving your legs, say you're running, you're getting force from the ground through your body, you're applying force back to the ground, receiving that force back from the ground over and over again. Forces are going through your body. Well, if your pelvis is rocking, shifting, tipping, twisting, then your forces are getting dissipated in your core like jello. My master instructor used to tell me that. Coach Wright used to say, you don't want a jello core. You want a core that's firm and your core transfers energy. Well, your core muscles are going to help you stabilize your pelvis and transfer energy from your legs through your body better. When you have a stable pelvis, you're going to move better, you're going to be faster, and you're going to be less prone to injury in your lower body and in your back as well. So let's understand how to create neutral pelvis within ourselves. And also, you're teaching this to your clients as well. This works great for Zoom. All right, so let's look at the bones here. We've got the anterior iliac crest of the pelvis right here, okay? We need the pinkies on these anterior iliac crest. Now we've got the wings of the rib cage. The lower portion of the rib cage. We want to use the abs to lace the rib cage down and put the thumbs on the rib cage. So your pinkies are on the bony landmark of the pelvis. The thumbs are on the bony landmark of the rib cage. Then the palms and the fingers are wrapping into the obliques and abs, feeling the muscles control the bones. Okay? Now, when you do movements, say you're moving the pelvis, shifting it, you're going to feel distance between the bones shorten. The muscles contracted, the bones have shortened, or a muscle might have dropped. A muscle might not be firing, and the distance has dropped. Okay, so neutral pelvis for you on the horizontal plane is equal distance between the right and the left side pelvis to rib cage. Okay, that's your front side. Okay, that takes care of the front and the sides. Now let's look at the back. Okay, the back side. Most athletic people need a bit of a posterior pelvic tilt to bring you from a anteriorly tilted pelvis to a neutral pelvis, neutral spine and pelvis, okay? So that's your back side. You can teach somebody to feel their own back muscles, right? When you're sitting in anterior pelvic tilt, your low back muscles have excessive tension. You can teach somebody to feel it. Say, hey, feel the excessive tension in the low back muscles that are on the two sides of the spine. Now, when they organize neutral pelvis, that excessive amount of tension is going to go to a proper amount of tension. They need to know the difference, and they can feel it within themselves. They can feel it with their hands. They need to know the difference between an excessive amount of tension in the low spine to the proper amount of tension in the low spine, and that tension is equally shared with the abdominals. Okay, so when you're teaching a neutral pelvis, first of all, instructors, teach it. It's important. Pelvic stability is the number one priority when moving the legs. If you're a client, if you just love to do Pilates as your practice, understand exactly how to position your pelvis, and then your leg movements and stretches and strength training are going to get a lot better. Okay, hope that helps. I'll see you next time for more principles and getting back on the reformer too. I'm looking forward to it. Bye.